Hey, good morning, everybody. Tim here from Rat Daddy Studios, and lots going on. As you can see, the Camaro sitting behind me here. Um, Down here, we can see what's going on. So, got the body in primer yesterday, so about ready for some paint. And I have this body has been completely shaved and smoothed. So no markers, no door handles, no badges, just it's completely shaved, no trunk latches or keyholes. So it is super, super smooth. Get this 3D printed hood smoothed down and fitting pretty darn well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. The rest of it, as far as the interior, I'm going to try to do some more paint work today. So basically, everything you see here, the seats that are currently silver, that's all going to be white seats, the seat centers. Real happy with the paintwork on these Bugatti seats. So I did them in the candy red, the candy blue as far as trim. Then the seat centers are going to be white. And same way with my door panels. Now the lower part of the door panels, the carpeting is going to be gray. So I'm going to do those gray, and the floor will be gray. And so you can see how the colors just kind of really pop in there. So almost has a Superman vibe to it. So yeah, that's where that's at so far. And not sure if I'm going to get any paint on this body today or not. We got some weather rolling in again, and I knew I had been on the fence about shaving everything, the door handles and everything. I just really wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I'd kind of based this build on a Pro Touring Camaro, a real one, a one-to-one car that I had found on the internet that I really, really liked. The stance and that general look, it's very, very similar to how this is coming out. So I've kind of based my build kind of on that, and really was looking it over, and it has been completely debadged and smooth. So I finally made the decision to do that. So Friday afternoon, I went on, and I've actually got well over an hour in sanding, maybe an hour and a half, and all the sanding between the hood. It's funny because that hood looks smooth, that 3D printed hood, but when you start running sandpaper over it, it was almost reminding you of like, if you were running a stick on a washboard, that you could hear that zit, 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 back the lines, the printing lines, they weren't really visible, and it felt smooth to the touch, but once I got the sandpaper to it, you could really feel it. So did a lot of sanding on that and got it nice and smooth. And like I said, it's tedious getting all the badges and everything off that body because they're so close. A lot of them were very close to the seam lines and stuff, or the door panel lines. So I didn't want to cut into that. So it was very, very slow, tedious sanding on all that. And then I worked the entire body down. I started with 220, went to 320 on the whole body, and then did 400 over the whole body. So that gave me enough for my primer to bite into, which is, that's kind of standard for me. That's what I do. So, and I did all the hard lines on the body, so everything's nice and soft now, smooth. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, so that's progressing. Well, let me grab the truck. Let's see what's going on with this. So yeah, this is this is coming along. So the cab's on. Got the badges on the truck. Painted the door handle. Still got to do that grab handle there. Got to get the headlights in. So the truck is coming along. So yeah, that's getting there. So down to a low number of parts now, and I'm not going to mount the box bed on this until I just broke one of the exhausts off. Damn it. Not gonna until I get box detailed out on that the way I want. I'm not going to mount the box onto the frame because I don't want to have to be wrestling the entire truck instead of just the box. So I don't know how long that's going to take. It could take me till Christmas to get it done, but we'll see. Let's see, what else have I got? I found this yesterday. It's a really cute Hot Wheel. It's a donut hauling truck. Get this down here. Get into the light better. This is really cute, and I should have got one of these for my granddaughter's boyfriend because he works for a donut company. Cool little hot rod truck though, and got the trailer, and the car is actually a donut with a little driver in it. That was really slick. I really like that. It's a cool piece. This is another little hot rod spaceship. Got this from Brian Sodergaard and Sodergren. God, why do I keep doing that? I haven't started working on this yet, but got the cool little hot rod monster. It says hot rod on his fez. And he fits right down it. And there's kind of a tall bubble that goes on this. The bubble actually got cracked in shipping, but I've got some more coming. It's an Amazon item. But cool little ship. Just little thrusters on the back. This one's really basic. Much more basic than the Sunny ship. And then I'm gonna take the camera out here. Let me get this out of here without turning it off. There we go. These little dudes, I know these are really hard to focus on, but they're like little gremlins, like little workshop gremlins. And the heads are all interchangeable and different bodies. And like here's one coming out of like a barrel or something. And then there's one with like, this one's got a torch and welding goggles on, or you've got a welding helmet. And then there's just little different bodies in different positions. And then you just put whatever head and arms you want on. Some of these already have the arms on them. But yeah, they're kind of mix and match. This little dude's got like a little screw gun. So I'm going to paint these up like gremlins, and put them in my shop diorama, like kind of hiding under things or poking out, coming out from things. So like they're shop gremlins. But these might even be cool to do a set of these to put into the back of that Christmas hauler. Do them up like some elves. Of course, their clothing is a little rudimentary. They're wearing loincloths. So I don't know if you want to wear a loincloth at the North Pole. But yeah, they're cool. So I have to put those together. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. So get back here. So that's pretty much it. Everything I've got going. I got the other spaceships, the Sunny De Palma ships. So you guys, let me grab one again. Let's see here. So now I've got 3 of these guys. I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to do one for Pam Evans, Sunny's girlfriend. I do one for her. So I'm anxious to get these all on primer and start painting on them. I gotten some paint from Tropical Glitz that I was planning on using on these, but I didn't really care for the color once I got it. So I may end up doing these in House of Colors, the Candy Hot Pink. I'm going to do 2 of them in pink and 1 in black eventually, which I will use the Tropical Glitz paints on, the Cosmic Black. But yeah, these are just so cool. So I just had to have 2 of them. So, and Brian actually this week, he designed a display base, which is a round ring with legs, like landing legs on it. And the saucer will fit right down into that. So, because I was messing with trying to come up with a display base, and I couldn't get what I wanted, and I ruined a bunch of materials. Nothing valuable, just some acrylic, and I just couldn't get what I really wanted. And so Chuck got together with Brian and told him what we were thinking, like some little pointed saucer legs, coming out almost like a tarantula, leg coming out with holes in it. And he whipped it right up, literally with the same day, and came up with the idea of like a ring that would fit perfectly on the bottom of the saucer, so it'll just sit right down into it. So that'll become part of what he regularly is making if he produces. He's not going to make a bunch of these, so this isn't going to be a mass-produced item, and they're not cheap, but they're really cool, you know, if you want to build something different. And for me, it was just such a great tribute to Sonny that I just really, really wanted to do a couple of them. So, and Chuck too, he's doing a couple of them. So, yeah, so I got all these fun little projects, and I'm really getting the feeling these are going to take the place of the drag boat. I may push that into next year, and I really just kind of want to jump on painting some of these saucers. And this is not going. These are going to take a long time too, and really because of the paint work, I think is what's going to really drag them down, and that's why I want to try to get them in primer. We've had some fairly decent weather for painting. We've been having some really heavy-duty afternoon storms, but it's bringing in a lot of cloud cover. It's really cooling things off, kind of helping with the humidity issues, because I was able to shoot that candy red. When did I do that? Friday night or Saturday morning? I guess I did it Saturday morning, and it was cured within a couple of hours. And I usually let that sit for at least a day, but it was totally handleable within a few hours. And so I was real happy. And the biggest thing with that was just the masking was so tedious on these seats. It just took me forever because I didn't want to screw up the candy blue that I'd already done and overlap. And it doesn't matter if it overlaps a little bit, you really can't see it, you know, down in there. And there's a few places I'll have to do a little touch-up work on, but I love these seats. And I'm looking forward to, I got to mask them all off again, one more time. They've been masked and painted twice, so a third time just to get those white seat centers in there and get the body tub. But I've got other things I've got to do this morning. But I'm going to try to do that this afternoon, or at least get them taped off. I'd like to get the interior tub done this week. And I don't think, I don't know, I'm just going to play it by ear and see how much time I have. I'm looking forward to getting the body in the white base coat. I'll be using the Tropical Glitz Snow White to do the entire base coat on the Camaro body. So I want to get that done, and then it's going to have to sit and probably get, I just haven't decided if I'm going to do tape off and do any kind of body graphics on it yet. I'm really, really leaning towards just sticking with my original, doing it, keeping it white, and when I clear it, it's going to have a lot of blue pearl in it, so it's going to have that very much of that flip-flop look to it. The louvers are already, those are going to be blue, the candy blue. The spoiler is going to be candy blue. The rear valance will have candy blue. The grill is candy red. So I'm picking up those highlight colors in the white theme, and basically no chrome. The bumpers are going to be white to match the body, and that's the other thing I do. I've got to strip the chrome off those bumpers, so I really need to get those out there this morning, soaking in the purple pond or whatever, oven cleaner, whatever I've got out there to get the chrome off of that. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, coming along slowly, and I know you guys are probably thinking, man, what is taking so long on this? But doing this kind of paint work is just, it just takes time, and it's tedious, and a lot of masking, a lot of painting, and then the assembly just takes longer. So, but I'm pretty happy with how everything's gone so far, and sticking with that red, white, and blue theme for our burgers and beers group build. So it's right in there with exactly what I wanted to do. So, which, by the way, got a lot of people signing up. I hope all of you jump on board that. You've got plenty of time. We're not ending that until the beginning of February, so you got lots and lots of build time. So love to have you guys jump on board with that. And yeah, thanks for all you guys that have already signed up, and some of you guys have already finished your builds. It's like, holy cow, man, you know, I can't believe it got done so quick. But it's cool. Some really cool stuff popping up, so keep at it. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go out and start line trimming my yard, and then run over to my daughter's house and line trim her yard. And went over to see Dae Choi this morning, and check out some of his work that he's been doing. He hasn't been doing a whole lot either. He's been just doing lots of other things, but he's done a few little things, added a few things to his collection. So his never-ending Disney collection. So had a nice morning, had coffee with him this morning. That's why I don't have any coffee here. Had my coffee over at his house. So, all right. So guys, you have a good week, and probably see you the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and hopefully have some progress done on all this. So I'll see you soon. Enjoy your families, and enjoy your time down today. And thanks for coming by. All right. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave me a comment if you will. And thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. And I appreciate everybody that signed up so far. All right. All right. See you guys later. Have a good one.